This is exciting. We have a very special guest today called Nick Cohn. Nick, how are you?
I'm alright, thank you.
Now, do I have to call you Lieutenant or
no, it's
Wing Commander or something? It's Corporal, is it?
2 stripes, Corporal.
Corporal. Yeah. Just like out of Rin Tin Tin. Rusty. Yeah, for those of you who know. Mate, you're a member of the... You'll have to tell it for me.
Air Training Corps.
Air Training Corps, which is kind of a junior version of the Air Force, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this happened at school?
Yeah, at my particular flight we have it after school on Fridays, but there are flights all around Victoria and Australia. They meet on different nights of the week, mostly Friday nights.
Right. So is it to sort of prepare you to fly?
In the Air Training Corps we learn about aircraft and the Air Force and all those types of things. And
fantastic.
It's pretty good.
So it's like the cadets for the Army.
Yeah.
All right. But I suppose one of the main reasons you're in it is that you do get to fly, and especially in a glider.
Yeah.
You're one of the youngest gliders in Australia, would that be right?
I'm not a glider, I'm a glider pilot.
A glider pilot, aha! It's like I'm not a plane, I'm a plane pilot.
Yes.
We knew that, you didn't have to tell us that, honestly. Where had you get interested in being a pilot or flying?
Well, my dad was a glider. No, my dad was a glider pilot, and I first went up when I was 6.
Right. Oh, we've got some footage here of some World Championships, I think, which I was meant to throw to. Sorry about that, Greg, but there it is anyway. On the ball. You weren't actually in these, were you?
No, no.
But we'll just chat away while we watch these fabulous gliders. Yeah, so your father was a glider, was he?
Yeah, he was at back Smash.
A pilot.
Yes.
And so did he get you interested, did he?
Yeah, he first took me up when I was about 6. I went up on my mum's lap.
6?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Oh, I don't know, don't remember.
Right, so that got you interested. So when did you first decide, yes, I want to be a pilot?
About 2 years ago.
Right.
And ever since then I've worked towards going solo, which I did in October.
Yeah.
88.
Now hang on, going solo, you better explain what that is.
Normally when you're training, you go up with the instructor as well.
Yeah.
He sits in the back.
Right.
And but when you go out solo, you just sit in the front and you go up by yourself. It's really good.
Scary?
No, it's not scary at all, because they train you to cope with any situations which might come up.
Right. Well, I must admit I've never been in a glider. I'd love to go. We'll take a break and we'll be back to talk more about being a glider pilot. We're talking to Nick Cohn, who's a glider pilot. And I'm going to ask you basically, you know, that didn't work, did it? I mean, the reason I reckon that didn't fly was because it didn't have an engine in it. Now, gliders don't have engines, so how do they stay up in the air?
We rely on gravity to pull us along. We're always flying down. It's very slight slope. The glide ratio of Blanix, which is what I fly, is 1 in 28. So for every metre we go down, we go 28 across.
I see. But how come I've seen gliders sort of go up?
You get momentum, and you're just using momentum to keep going. But you have to level out and go down again.
So every time you level out, you actually do lose a metre every 28 that you go along.
Yeah.
Right. So how does the actual plane get up there?
We use 3 methods of launching at Laverton, where I fly. We use winch, which is just a big truck with 2 drums of wire on them, and the cable's towed out to the other end where the gliders are. And then we signal to the winch, and that winds in the cable, and that gives us airspeed, and we go up pretty steep.
So, but what about the ones where they attach them onto other planes?
Yeah, that's called AIRTC, where there's about 30 metres of rope between you and the aircraft, and you just follow them around the sky until you get to the height you want, and then you release.
Just let go.
Yeah.
And what, is it sort of like hang gliding? I suppose it is it? No, it's not. I knew that. It's not like hang gliding. Tell us the difference between gliding and hang gliding.
Basically, we can stay up for a lot longer because we're more efficient and we glide a lot better.
Yeah.
But basically it's the same thing. We stay up the same way. To stay up for long periods of time, we have to catch thermals, which are bubbles of rising hot air.
Right.
We get in them and circle, and it's the same as the hang gliders. Or we can use ridge lift, which is what the hang gliders use.
I see, off the edge of a cliff or something.
Yeah.
So how safe is it?
Very safe. The aircraft are checked daily. Every day they fly, they get gone over, and every 50 hours flying time, there's a more thorough inspection, and every year there's an even more thorough inspection.
Right, so it's safe. All right,
Yeah,
you've
it's
convinced me.
safe.
Now, if you want to be a glider, ring the Gliding Association.
Glider
Pilot Association, that's in Essendon.
It's Gliding Federation of Australia.
Thank you. And there's also clubs all around Australia. And it's a great sport.
Yeah.
I might have a go one day. All right, thanks very much, Nick. And as
All right.
Abbott and Costello would say, keep 'em flying. On with the show.